everybody? ATO, Ace the Outsider. This is ATO-TV. You're watching another vlog of mine, and I am excited. This is my favorite vlog that I've done so far. Yeah, I've only done about 5 vlogs, but this is the one that I'm really excited for. Alright, so check it out. It's February, okay, Black History Month. I'm excited for everything happening this month, and of course, y'all know why. Black Panther, the movie is coming out, and everybody's going ballistic. I can't go a day without seeing a post or a picture or a video about Black Panther, and like the reactions are just so, ooh, like I'm so excited about this movie. I went and got my own Black Panther. Ain't that right, Mr. Minside? Come here, you so cuddly. Oh no, okay, all right. Well, you know, I just got him. He's still getting settled in, so I'm gonna let him rock for a little bit. This movie is setting the tone for the entire year. We have to extend Black History Month. I mean, for me, Black History Month is not ending until December 31st, 2018. Like, so February is Black-er History Month, and that's just what we rocking with.
And I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
So the reason that I'm doing this vlog, I was invited to do a interview for a writer from one of the local newspapers, and they were interested in what Afro Futurism is. And you know, Black Panther is like the perfect example, or I guess the biggest example that we have right now that's current. One of the questions were, why are other people excited? Why are other groups excited? Because I mean, like, it's not just Black people who should be excited. It's everybody, like white people, Asians, Hispanic. Everybody should be excited about this movie. And just real briefly, because there's a ton of videos that touch on who Black Panther is and where he came from. My personal story was, I found out about Black Panther when I was maybe 13, 14 years old. And I wasn't like a really big comic fan, but I was aware of the characters and who they were. So I decided to go out for myself and like find this comic, because I still collect comics from time to time. And so the first comic I landed upon, the front cover was him breaking off of a cross that was on fire, and he was surrounded by Ku Klux Klan members, and he was just popping all, like the ropes were coming off of his wrists, and he was like jumping into a mob of people with torches and weapons and tools and things like that, and he was just about to whoop people's asses. Like, it was the most badass cover I had saw. So like, me seeing that at such a young age made me really excited. Like, I got it, I framed it in my room. It's one of my most treasured pieces. So for a long time, Black Panther has just been this symbol of strength. So why this movie is so important, it's not African in origin, and this story has been passed down to different people throughout the last 40 or 50 years that he's been around. But this movie is more so about representation and symbolism, and just like bringing something new, something fresh to cinema. You have these other groups from around the world. You know, you have your Greek god movies, you have your Norse god movies, early European medieval times movies, you have your ninjas and your samurais and things like that. But you know, Africa gets overlooked, and it's like Africa had a lot of these things before they even were rising in these other parts of the world. You might get Egyptian gods from time to time, but we all know how that worked out the last couple movies. So while the origin is comic in origin and it's not really specific to African culture, it still like means a lot, because I think this is the gateway for those types of things, for those types of movies, because you have a whole continent of stories and spiritual beliefs and gods, and even if it's non-fictional, like different warrior tribes. Like, those are movies that we're missing, and I feel like Black Panther will be the gateway to all of that. And I'm not really an expert on African cinema. I don't know exactly if they have their own thing going on, but if they do, like, most of us over here don't know about it. When I was reading the pages, when I was looking at this character and this culture, it's like, this is incredibly something that I can vibe with, something that inspires me. Imagine that there's this country that was never conquered by Britain, or that was never conquered by Europe, that was never invaded. The people aren't sellouts. Like, everybody there has all these technological advances. They're strong, they're wise, they're engineers, they're teachers, they're warriors, they're scientists, they're all these different types of things, and it's like all of them, like, they have little to no influence from any other place in the world. It's just like something that really pushes the imagination because you hear about so many things that happened in Africa and things that got washed out and stolen and erased. And so it's like, imagine if something like came up out of all that. So like I said before, this movie is gonna be like the gateway, not just for, you know, African movies either, but there's so many other cultures in the world that haven't really been explored in cinema, and especially when it comes to like a fictional side, like a sci-fi side. Polynesian cultures, it could open the door for South American cultures, you know, the Mayans, the Aztecs. It can open up doors for the Native American culture, you know, things that don't get explored, that get overlooked. Like, there's so many stories out there still left to tell. I'm tired of seeing Greek god movies. Like, I liked Greek gods growing up. I read, you know, the Iliad, and you know, those things are great. But it's like, okay, we keep getting these movies, but let's switch to something different. I forgot that I had this little picture of T'Challa up here, so I'm just gonna leave that there for y'all to look at and glorify. Like, people are really getting excited about this movie. I'm hearing about drum circles, I'm hearing about after parties, I'm hearing about club-sponsored events for this movie. Like, this is like, the soundtrack is about to be fire. Everything about this movie and all the talent that went into creating this, from the cast to the people behind the scenes, the special effects. Like, this movie is right on time, and I feel like this is what's gonna push everybody's melanin connection to the next level. Like, this is it. So guys, that does it for my vlog today. Also, for people who are local in Buffalo, there will be a gallery by Panther, sorry, I keep saying it wrong. A gallery by Panther, the group here locally in Buffalo that just started. They're doing a gallery at the Tri-Main Center on Main Street, and the theme will be Afro Futurism. So I think that's the first Afro Futuristic art exhibit that's come to Buffalo, to my knowledge. So I got a piece that's in there. I'm so excited. She's sitting right there on the couch, but y'all can't see her. It starts February 9th. It's at 5 p.m., goes to about 8 p.m. So I'll be there representing my art and representing the people, and, you know, having a great time. And yeah, guys, just subscribe, like. If you like Black Panther, subscribe. If you like my voice, subscribe. If you want to see me and Mr. Benz get into more exciting stuff, like, I'm sure you want to. Are you ready, Mr. Benz? We about to tear it up. I'm about to make you famous, son. Kitty, who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty? Until next time, this is ATO, the Outsider. This is ATO-TV. Peace.
There is a storm coming at midnight. I feel a storm coming at midnight. Attention. After I sternly make my speech and they're buckling at the knees, I expect you good for nothing to get everything that we need. They'll help the generation.